This is my mental health podcast, episode 8, part 2, which I decided at the last second to put together as a part 2, just to wrap up a little bit from how I was feeling last week. And I have I have a newer little bit of information that I put together using my Canva AI, and I'm going to read to you from that. So today is January 14th, 2025. I'm broadcasting from West Michigan, and the weather this morning has been a whiteout. So I appreciate everybody uh, who's made any commute today safely. I'm happy for them, and I wish everybody just further safe commutes. Moving on to um, three things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my gift of desperation to want to change. I am grateful for my chance to experience life on life's terms. And I am grateful for my roommates and my landlord and my coworkers and everybody who helps me out on a regular basis. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, is it recyclable? I like to take a second and I normally explain something if it is recyclable or not. But this week I'm going to plug myself a little bit. I have started a thing. It's called the Urban Recycling Initiative, and in Holland, Michigan, I already have 1 point of recycle, but I am putting up some more points of recycle. My goal is to have 6 points where people can recycle vapes and batteries. And I am going, I have a YouTube channel just for this that I'm working on just to promote and showcase some of the recycling possibilities. And I just want everybody to remember to read the packaging and just look at the general information on is if it's recyclable or not. Um, I see I don't have everybody tuned in. I apologize for my eye. I look like shit. It's been a rough couple of days for me, unfortunately, and I've done everything I can to pull through. I've I've pulled through and I've pulled through sober, and I just want to keep doing well. Everybody in 2025, everybody online seems to know the secrets, and I don't know where I'm lost. My brain is just processing one day at a time, and barely that. Um, Oops, I forgot my original disclaimer. I guess I don't need it anymore. Maybe I'm not giving too much advice, but I am not a medical doctor. I am not any type of physician. A little backstory on me, if you're just joining the podcast, is bipolar 2 with mania, severe mania, severe depression. I lost my mother 4 years ago, and things were already shitty before that. So I am working through all of that. I'm navigating, and that's one reason I'm doing this podcast is just to highlight consistency every week, just to highlight a thought pattern that carries through to a goal being accomplished. And that's why this is helping me just as much as if it's helping anybody else. I definitely gotta get a little bit better at what I'm doing, and it's hard. It's winter time. I'm on the bike. Um, it's just it is what it is, and I am really trying to make it as positive and as healthy as possible. Okay, so now on to the meat and potatoes of the episode. Um, Last week I talked about how my trauma with women is now manifesting as um, what's appearing as narcissistic and upsetting behavior in a relationship. And I just wanted to wrap up that in a relationship, you have to remember that it's okay to be triggered and it's okay to be upset, but you can't act on it. It's that moment of realizing how you want to act and then taking that deep breath and understanding that there's a difference between how you want to act and how you actually act. And that can be very, very difficult sometimes. Like that can be really, 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 really difficult sometimes. And I understand that. And I'm only saying it here because I'm saying it to myself. I'm not very good at doing this either, but I know in my healing journey that it's something I need to do. And in my journey, it's something I need to process and to heal from my mother and the abuse and neglect in that relationship, because now I'm just taking it on out on um, any new female, and I've noticed that it's only females that I'm trying to be romantically involved with, and it's when I get triggered and when I react because I'm carrying on these insecurities and everything from the trauma with my parent, and that's not okay because now I'm bringing my drama. It's okay to unpack bags together, but it's not okay to make everything about yourself and only you and why you were upset. You have to understand that other people get upset, and you have to understand that ownership goes both ways. So the more I can recognize how my trauma comes across as narcissism, the more I can stop and take a breath and act differently than I've acted before in my life. Um, and that's all I really wanted to wrap up is that yes, trauma looks like narcissism in a relationship, but yes, we can do something about it if you're not a narcissist. I'm truly not. I give away more than I keep. I can't. The only reason I ever put myself first in a situation is if it's trying to explain a position on something to maybe help the other person feel better, and even then, if not done correctly, it's just spun as very negative narcissism. um, it's okay to focus on oneself, but when you act grandiose and when you act like you have the right to treat somebody different because of how you feel, then there's an issue. And that's what I really wanted to wrap up this week. um, I'm working on for future podcasts. I'm working on getting a guest. I'm working on a couple different things, and one of them I'm going to start today. And the reason I'm doing this is because I have to remember that it is ultimately going to be a podcast, so it's half and half. Some viewers are going to watch and not get the benefit, one benefit, and then other viewers are just going to listen, and it's going to be okay that I wasn't perfectly looking in the camera, that I wasn't look at dude, I'm unshaven, my eyes are puffy from crying for 2 days. Like, dude, we don't have to be perfect to do this, and I hope that's one thing I can put forth in my effort to do this, is that I'm not perfect at all. I'm doing this for me, for practice, for talk therapy. Um, I am taking YouTube a little bit more seriously, but it's still on the back burner compared to my self improvement and my self esteem. Um, my mental health matters a lot, and I need to focus on the things that affect that the most. And that's what I'm trying to do with my sleep and diet and water. All right, well, I'm rambling now. So I am going to move on. This is a kind of a new thing I put together, and I wanted to give it a test out here. This is the part I was talking about, that it's going to be a podcast, is because now I have to read from something in front of me. And I put this together. Uh, I put this together just to see what Canva, the Doc AI, could do, and it turned out pretty good. I've been wondering about this a whole bunch since I started eating oatmeal. So, um, it's a document called "Exploring the Shades of Brown Sugar: A Guide to the Sweet Variations and Their Culinary Impacts." Types of brown sugar. Get a mic up here. All right. Types of brown sugar. Brown sugar is a versatile and popular ingredient in baking and cooking, offering a distinct flavor and moisture to various dishes. It comes in different styles, primarily categorized as light brown sugar, regular brown sugar, and dark brown sugar. Each type has its own unique characteristic and impacts the final outcome of the food it is used in. Starting with light brown sugar. Characteristics: light brown sugar contains a small amount of molasses, giving it a subtle caramel flavor and a light color. It is often used when a milder sweetness is desired, without overpowering the other flavors of the dish. Impact on food. Light brown sugar is commonly used in recipes where a hint of molasses flavor is appreciated but not dominant. It is real for cookies, or I apologize. It is ideal for cookies, cakes, and sauces, offering a delicate sweetness and a soft texture. When used in baked goods, it can contribute to a soft, moist crumb. Now, regular brown sugar. Characteristics. Regular brown sugar is often used as a general term but typically refers to either light or dark brown sugar. It balances the amount of molasses content, providing a middle ground in terms of flavor and color intensity. The impact on food. Regular brown sugar is versatile and can be used in a variety of recipes, from baked goods to savory dishes. It enhances the flavor profile without being too strong or too subtle, making it suitable for most culinary applications. Now, dark brown sugar. Characteristics. Dark brown sugar contains a higher molasses content than light brown sugar, resulting in a richer, more intense flavor and a darker color. This type of sugar provides a robust molasses taste, which can significantly influence the flavor of the dish. Impact on food. Dark brown sugar is often used in recipes where a pronounced molasses flavor is desired, such as in gingerbread, baked beans, or barbecue sauces. It adds depth and complexity to the dish, providing a rich sweetness and enhanced color. In baked goods, dark brown sugar can contribute to a denser, chewier texture. Choosing the right sugar for your recipe. When deciding which type of brown sugar to use, consider the flavor profile and texture you wish to achieve in your dish. For a mild, sweet undertone, opt for light brown sugar. If you're aiming for a more pronounced flavor, dark brown sugar is the way to go. Regular brown sugar serves as a versatile option suitable for most recipes. Regardless of your choice, brown sugar can enhance your quality or your culinary creations with its unique qualities. Well, that wasn't too bad. Well written, and we're right at the 15-minute mark, so I got 5 more minutes to wrap up. Thank you to the 2 people that are watching me right now, I appreciate you, and I'm going to keep doing this, and I believe as I do it, I'm going to get better, and as I get better, it's going to be better content and more, and it will provide more for my viewers. um, Thank you again. Remember, gratitude is an action word, gratitude is an attitude, and that every day we have the choice to restart our day whenever we need to. And I hope everybody has a wonderful white and snowy day if that's where you're at. If you're somewhere warmer, enjoy it for us. All right, signing off, and I'll see you next week at Tuesday morning at 10. Have a great weekend, YouTubes.